Good morning. It's been a week. So I thought I would share a little bit on my YouTube channel about my own personal life because I feel in my struggles, maybe I can validate more people's struggles and even help with some insights that I have gleaned through going through my stuff. So this week we helped my parents pack up and move from their beautiful home of almost 25 years to downsize into a small, safe apartment. And I'm very lucky because they wanted to do this. They didn't want to, but they recognized that to be safe and feel less overwhelmed, it would be a smart decision. And I definitely agree. It's a very smart decision. But in doing so, it sure is overwhelming in moving and even such a huge change in life and into a different chapter. And I'm just recognizing how much grief there is for the people that I love, myself and my parents and my kids and nieces and family, friends, and extended family. So we're all kind of in the same boat that we're feeling thankful, but very sad. And there's been a lot of loss over the last year, maybe 2 years. Different people passing away and important people not being there is readily available anymore. So one thing I have discovered is Kubler-Ross, who has been integral in talking about grief in her books. There's a new, well, it's not new, but they've identified it before she passed away. And the name of the man is escaping me, but if you look it up, you'll see there's a sixth stage of grief, and that is making meaning of the loss. And I think that's what I'm trying to do here through the sadness and the overwhelm, trying to make meaning of it. And if I can, on my journey, help other people with their journeys, then there's some meaning. It's more than just me. It's bigger, and trying to spread emotional intelligence and emotional capacity and understanding and ventral vagal connecting is meaningful. So what else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. As a therapist, it's always been taboo to really do much self-disclosure, like, ethically. It's smart. You don't want to show up to your therapy session and have your therapist dump all of their stuff on you. Absolutely not. But I think with COVID, some things have changed, obviously, because we're all doing telehealth a lot of the time. And we're all in this thing together. We're all in life together. So one thing that I have started to do in my practice is sharing with my clients that I am entering a different phase of my life, which is more of a caregiver. I'm going to be in more of a caregiver role, which includes maybe needing to reschedule my clients' appointments. This past week, for the first time, I messed up someone's appointment. I thought it was an hour later, and I terrified the poor person because they couldn't get in touch with me for a half an hour. And it's truly because I am used to juggling a certain amount of balls in the air, and you toss in like 3 or 4 more and something's going to drop. And that's kind of what dropped somebody's appointment. That's all good now. We've talked about it, but being vulnerable, recognizing my humanity, and not being afraid to share that with others, I think is another way to find meaning in going through grief and loss, things like that. So for those of you that are my clients, thank you for your understanding. Now that my parents are moved, hopefully things will be settling down, although there's appointments and medical things, and I want to be there for them. It's an honor for me to be there and helping them with whatever I can. My whole family is really rallying around, and I'm very grateful that I'm not alone in this and my role as a support person. So, for what it's worth, oh, the other thing, there was hardly any time at all for self-care. The reason I'm out here in my car, I'm getting ready to go meet a friend to run out here in the snow. You can probably see it snowing. I didn't have any time to do the things I like to do this last week, and self-care is really important. So now I'm gonna carve out my Saturday morning to go do that. But I did notice, even in micro decisions, there can be little bits of self-care, even taking time to take a shower and brush teeth. And yesterday I was making the bed, and of course I'm running behind to get to my appointments, and my puppy Jovi was on the bed pulling at my sleeve, and instead of being irritated because this is one more task and you're in my way, and I just surrendered and I rolled onto the bed and played with her and played. And I was very aware of this as self-care, even taking 2 minutes and seeing this as play as opposed to tunnel vision, hurry up, just another thing I got to get done. That's self-care, allowing myself to play and connect and have a little bit of fun in the middle of everything, although I know that's not always easy. So for those of you that are in a caregiver role and have been in a caregiver role, you're probably like, duh, welcome to my world, Cal. And I applaud everybody that is in a caregiver role. It can be brutal, and I'm just entering it. But I know we can do this. It's another chapter, and like I said, it's an honor to be a part of this process. So I hope you get a chance today for a little self-care. If you don't want to go brave the freezing cold like I'm gonna, I hope you're warm and snuggly wherever you are. We'll talk to you later.